Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. This broadcast is for educational and demonstration purposes only. I am not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. Okay, with that being said, we got Robert's optimized template here on 152nd NASDAQ, and I'm going to put a profit window on this. I'm going to close this trade because it was too close to our profit target. So I'm just going to make a really quick switch with that optimized 152nd template. Let me see if I can find it. We hit a bunch of one-day passes this morning that I'm going to go over in just a second here. But and it looks like it would have hit the target. Looks like it's headed up, but just in case, I really like using this profit window. Oh, actually, it's at 40 ticks. Oh, okay. I'm actually going to make that a little smaller because it didn't really move the stop at all. Because our stop is it's not trailing. Got it. So he actually did it. All right, I'm going to leave it how it is. It looked like it was very close to that profit target. My stop seemed a little far away, but it wasn't. It was only 40 ticks back. All right. So let's go over what happened this morning. The RTY, crude oil, gold, YM, everything hit. Everything hit on the one-day pass. And, man, do I hope Marcia got one of these trades. I really think gold is way oversold right now, so I'm going to set it up for gold on the one-day pass. I'm just going to switch my trade copier real quick. And I'm going to make the GC. I'm going to hope to get in there quick. I'm going to do the GC, the 50,000 one-day pass. And I am going to put it on account number 17 on my Apex. Oh. Order submitted. It looks like I just missed it. Looks like Sergio wants to jump on my screen. Raul got 7,000 in gold. That was a huge move down. Holy moly. And I really like this to come back up and retrace to the 50. I just couldn't get in fast enough, Raul. But you know what? We're going to trade this gold signal A because I really like a retracement back to the 50 and a potential continuation to the downside. Gold is really flying for some reason. So I missed the one-day pass on it, but I might get in on the short side. So I'm going to keep it enabled. So we got an ODP lined up for gold. And let's take a look at our leaderboard. YM continues to be extremely hot. YM one-day pass is just about a 50-50. It's a little higher than 50% now. Crude oil has been crushing it. Really, any one of the one-day passes that you traded this morning, chances are you got on the board. So the system really did extremely well on the one-day passes this morning. These one-day passes are for evaluations. If you're trading a prop account, If you're trying to jump the hurdle of getting to a funded account, these one-day passes get the job done quick and easy. No muss and no fuss. You enable one of those, and it takes one trade, and you either pass or fail. And we've got strategies that statistically, you're looking at the flip of a coin, a 50-50 shot. So statistically, if you buy two evaluations, you're going to get one PA, the way some of these have been running. So those one-day passes just crushed it this morning. Let's keep an eye on the Dow. The Dow, I read in the news yesterday that there's a lot of volatility right now in the Dow. Yesterday they had a big sell-off. Let's keep an eye on the Dow. And we've got our NASDAQ, the signal B. Let's take a look and see what happened overnight. That's really weird. Big move down overnight. And we've got crude inventory today at 10:30. Keep an eye on the short roll on gold.
Order submitted.
Nope, didn't take it. I'm hoping we're not outside of our trading window because I see the signal A jumped in.
Order submitted.
I tried, Rao. For one reason or another, the 50,000. Oh, you know what it is? I hit my profit target on the 50,000 account. Let me reset it. That's what it is.
Order submitted.
So the YM signal A is up top. We have gold, and then our one-day passes. So let's take a look at the YM signal A.
Order submitted.
Keep an eye on CL today. We have the inventory report at 10:30. So if this today is your first time joining us, the AI Auto Trader is a fully automated trading system that will simultaneously trade 6 different instruments right now. We have it trading 6. That's not to say that's the max, because it's really unlimited. Any instrument, any time frame, we can run 20 different instruments simultaneously. It's an extremely powerful system that leverages artificial intelligence. And the AI Auto Trader right now is trading all of the index equities. It's also trading crude oil and gold. And it really keeps its finger on the pulse of the market. The goal is to follow the trail of institutional money. So it looks at a number of different internals and indicators, and it's a confluence entry where a number of factors have to line up. I really liked the gold trade. Unfortunately, I was unable to get into it, but it's making another short roll here. Let's take a look. It's not giving it much room here. We have a very tight stop on gold. We found in our testing that the trades that go in our favor don't give us much heat. So we're running a risk to reward ratio that's about 9-to-1 on gold. You can see where my profit target is and how tight my stop is.
Order submitted.
Let's take a look at the price action on crude. Very volatile. Up and down and up and down. Marcia, give me some good news. We have a member, one of our new members, Marcia. We were going over all of the performance ratio of all of the one-day passes and what each one, what the winning percentage was. And she was set up this morning to really give it a go on the top 3 or 4, and I know that these were included in it. We really hit on all cylinders this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 one-day passes had big wins this morning. So I'm really anxious to see if she got one of those trades. If it breaks that pivot right there, Rao, we were off to the races. If it breaks this pivot, nope, it bounced. SLR. When do you guys set up the bots to trade? I enable mine early in the morning, sometimes the night before I go to sleep. This morning I think I enabled it at 6 o'clock. I want to say 6 o'clock. Now we have some alignment. We have our 152nd, our 2-minute chart, let's call it, on the top on the NASDAQ. And our 30 range on the bottom. And I really like the two to be in alignment, both green. So our signal B is actually in a trade right now. So let's take a look at the 30 range signal B. It's in this long trade.
Order submitted.
And it looks like gold just wicked us out and may continue to the downside.
Order submitted.
Yes. Yes. Okay, Marcia. Yes. We were all over those. We were all over those yesterday. I didn't want to trade them because I wanted to wait till YouTube came on. But I was thinking of you, and I'm so happy. God is good. I knew you were right on the cusp. When we were talking yesterday, I said, you know what? She's gonna hit it tomorrow. She's got it. She has a trade copier and tabs on her trade copier with, three accounts for each one of these 50,000 one-day passes. And we went through the numbers yesterday, and man, I had such a good feeling when I hung up with her. And to see that she did what she did, I'm really excited and happy for her. Congratulations, Marcia. Great job.
Order
You
submitted.
know, SLR, we're working on that. It's not as easy. It's going to take a couple of trades, or we could do the YOLO on those 250s. We were talking about that in our meeting this morning, and we are working on them. With those 250, with the 250,000s, I think we can only take, I think it's 6,500
Order
as our
submitted.
max loss with 17 contracts, and we're looking for 16 or 17,000, if I remember correctly. So there's a big disparity between the liquidation and the profit goal. Look at this beautiful trade on the haymaker. Mm-mm-mm. That could have been a one and done. Man, was this a beautiful long move? I saw when the market had overnight had dropped. I was thinking to myself, it's going to retrace, but you never know. The market does like to fill in those gaps from overnight. Once the market opens, it'll fill in that space, and that's exactly what it's doing right now. So if your profit goal is just a couple $100 a day, and you got that trade on the signal B on the
Order
haymaker,
submitted.
um, you're done for the day. Gold, come on, gold, give us a short roll. I think my one-day pass. Let me check the master spreadsheet and see what the time frames are. I don't want to waste my time if it's not scheduled to trade. We recently optimized the times that these one-day passes trade. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a notepad of all the 50,000 one-day passes and put the times. Yeah, we're past our time limit. So the one-day pass isn't going to hit on gold. It did take one earlier. We'll take a look and see the trade that it took. Holy moly, look at that. Got in early. About 6:20, about 6:30. It took that short entry. It doesn't take a huge trade. It took a short entry at 6:30 this morning, and God, it looks like exactly 31 ticks for $3,100, and then it bounced. So it got just enough on that pullback and go. Hey, good morning, Lito. Hey, good morning, Kim. Good morning, Scott. This haymaker could go all the way. Start off the morning on a one and done. I wish I was in it on my live account. Let's see if the profit window will kick in here pretty soon. If not, we need to increase the profit window because we're up 800 on the trade. We do have a 40 or 50 tick trailer on this, so it's not going to come all the way back. We got crude inventory at 10:30. Looks like momentum has waned. I love this signal A on gold, Rao. Low volume now.
Order submitted.
There it goes. Well, we got to get in the action here. Everything is winning. Let me try to get my head on straight. The YM is back. Hey, Lito. Option chain glitches on Thinkorswim? No, I personally haven't experienced any. We're going to be doing a video shortly on how to place an options position on Thinkorswim using the options chain. I'm going to do a video and just for beginners, for options for beginners, how to navigate the Thinkorswim platform and execute just a simple call and a put. We're going to keep it really simple. Here's our crude. Once crude gets some space, I'm a little conservative. I'm only looking to make a couple $100 a day. I'm going to attach it to my indicator, my modified fast, and I'm going to trail the trade a little tighter. Hey Kim, I sent you that email this morning. I don't know if you got it, but I did send it to you. I read your email late last night. All right, let's see if we can get in the game. What I'm looking at, I just missed this signal A. Look at that. I've got both my 30 range and my 2-minute lined up long. These are the trades I love to take. So now that I missed the signal A, I have a trade copier here. And we're going to put it on these accounts. Right now my leader account is the signal B. Look at this gold. Holy moly.
Order submitted.
You see my Laguerre on my 2-minute is just locked long. Straight up.
Order submitted.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to the signal A on this 30 range, and I'm going to look for a continuation back up into the trend. It's retracing very nicely back to the 50. Once the market gets overbought, it always likes to revert to the mean, the 50 being the mean. And that's what it's doing right now. So I think what I'll do is I'll change my leader account to the signal A right now. Let's see what happens here. We could move into could break right through the 50 and keep going. Here we go. Let me get it quick on the signal A. Come on, come on.
Order submitted.
I'm not going to get there in time. Signal A.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Oh, it did put me in. So we are in this trade. I'm not sure why it's not projecting the... oh, it's on the MNQ. Let's go to this one. Okay. Let's see if we can get some movement to the upside here. Come on, baby. Nice. Keep going.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Okay, we took a small loser on that one.
Order submitted.
Lost about $45 on 5 different accounts.
Order
It just wicked
submitted.
me out on that.
Order submitted.
Missed it. Just got wicked out on that one. That's a shame. Yeah. Nice trade, Scott. I know. It freaking wicked me out too, buddy. Ah. We were all over that one. It's just that trailing stop was a little too tight for us. All right. We'll find one. Hang in there. We break this. That's a shame. That was a nice trade. Just needed a little more room, Scott.
Order submitted.
There goes the Dow short. Man, the Dow short yesterday was the play. Holy moly. So let me get my one-day pass geared up. I think I'm going to take the YM one-day pass, actually. Which one was doing really well? The YM. Come on now. We could get into this on the pivot break. Here we go. We're in on the pivot break. Let's see if we can get it back, Scott. I'm going to give it a little room, I think.
Order submitted.
Come on now. Push up. Hmm. Come on, one time. Come on, get us in the game now. Just under 2,000 contracts per minute crossing. Don't come back now. There you go.
Order
Push on
submitted.
up. Push. There we go. Oh no. Oh no. Mm. Ah, it looks so nice
Order submitted.
for a short period of time. Mm-mm-mm.
Order submitted.
Hey, Vincent. Vincent's out in Philadelphia. We got the crude inventory report at 10:30. Let me see if I'm forgetting anything on Forex Factory. We're pretty much break even for the session so far on the Apex. For me. Today, Wednesday, June 26th, new home sales at 10 a.m. That's been and gone. Got revised down. Well, the housing market's been something else, I'll tell you. Here we go, Rue. We got gold coming down again. Do we go again with the signal A on this 30 range? It's awfully tempting. Man, if this 2 minute would dig in long. Look at crude. Crude is just day after day. On my computer, it just gets into these trades and just rides them out. So we've got our YM signal A. ES on a 6 signal C on a 6 Unirenko. Prime time. Sim Robert. Robert is the 150-second chart up here. Gold is in a trade on the signal A. Let's go one more time with the signal A. Oh, I'm in on, this thing is on a B. There's got to be a way to scroll this down quicker. You know what? Let me take this one off. We're going to put 26, 27, PA account, 17. Hey, Thomas, good morning. I know, I just enabled the signal A too, Scott. ODP? I'm looking for one. I'm gonna get set up for an ODP on crude oil. Maybe we'll trade it for the inventory report. The signal A didn't fire off. I think we're too close to the pivot, Scott. You might have to go to a signal B here if it breaks that pivot. That's a shame because look at that. Now it's running. We have a filter in place where you see the cross came out, but in the strategy parameters, I have a 60 tick. You have to be, let me look at my indicator. If I go to my cross indicator, the input that is I have to have a clear first target. 60. Wow. Went away now, didn't it? I'm going to take off the signal A because I don't want to catch a short trade right now. So I just disabled my NASDAQ signal A. Yeah, I know. You know, I always think when crude starts making these big moves that someone got tipped off early on that inventory report, and they're going to town buying contracts, knowing the price is going to get boosted right up. ES is right at the VWAP. Let's take a quick look, Thomas. You are right. Wonder if we're in that trade. Well, it'll be interesting to see which way it goes, huh? Here we go with the short roll on gold. Gold's been a little choppy here the last 10 or 15 minutes. All right, let's get ready for this crude oil. Let's take a look real quick at the time frame of. I need to put all this on a spreadsheet for the one-day passes. Something quicker and easier for me. The crude one-day pass trades between 11 and 12:30. So we would have to. I don't see how that's possible. I must not have adjusted mine. So we have a real big window coming at 11 for the one-day pass. The ES one-day pass, let me put this on a notepad. We might be good for a signal A now.
Order submitted.
We got into this area of consolidation. Love to see it break through that area of resistance. My 30 range and my 2-minute are kind of stuck. Oh, I took the trade on that down candle. Oh no.
Order submitted.
Don't do that. That was a bad trade. That's actually a fix that was going to come out this week. Is if it's going to take a long trade, the candle has to close to the upside. It can't enter on a down candle. That was an example of exactly what we're trying to fix. Unfortunately, it cost me on that trade. All right, let's hold off until we break that area on the 30 range. Turn this off. All right, I've got one more opportunity here to make things happen. I'm down about $300 now. It's 10:22. The crude inventory is at 10:30. Let's keep our eye on this area of resistance here on the Nasdaq. If we can break that area, we might have some running room right up to that next area of resistance. That would be your signal B on the 30 range. There we go. Let's see if we can get into this. Oh, it bounced. Didn't completely break it. Close.
Order submitted.
The S&P has really good volume as usual. Our Laguerre is locked long. We just broke through the VWAP. Our signal B on the ES doesn't kick in until 11 or 11:30. Let's see. We're testing this area again. The ES is actually in a trade. The AI drone. The ES AI drone took that cross. ES signal A. Took this entry when the RSI line crossed above the 20% line. Well, now we're back to a signal A, but we're headed right back into this to this resistance. We still haven't broke it. Let's see what the stock market looks like. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a move down. There it goes. It took it short. I had a feeling that was coming. I don't have that 150-second chart lined up with this one. That's the problem. I told myself not to take these trades anymore, but who knows? Stranger things have happened, right? Come on. Keep going. Don't come back on me now. Keep going. Go ahead down.
Order submitted.
Yes. Nice trade. Come on, keep going, baby. Keep going. Nice. Nice. All the way. All the way. Oh, yeah. Get in the window. Get in the window. Get in the window.
Order submitted.
Okay. We'll take it. Nice. Bam. Got that one. Woo! Nice one. There we go. That's the one we were waiting on. So we were able to jump in that trade. We took a couple of small winners. Actually, they weren't profitable trades. We took a bad trade, got a full loser.
Order submitted.
There goes the crude report. Let's see what happens with crude.
Order submitted.
See if crude finds a direction. 1,400 contracts a minute now on crude.
Order submitted.
Here we go. So that signal B scored that beautiful trade short. That's our haymaker strategy, the NASDAQ on the 30 range. It's amazing how quick that thing can put you right on the board. That's why the NASDAQ is like a drug, I swear. Now look at this reversal. Our 2-minute could have got into that reversal. Nope, it didn't come down far enough. So our signal B on crude is getting ready to, if we weren't right into this area of support or resistance, in this case it would be support. Thank you, Mark. Yes. Yes. Nice. Put it into 4 or 5 different accounts on the trade copier. The PA account got 720, so I'm not going to ask any questions. I don't know how that happened, but I'll take it. Could get another short roll now on the 30 range. All right, not too much action on that report. It headed right down into that area of support, and it bounced on crude oil.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Hey, Spy. The difference between the Signal B bot and the Signal B drone is the drone, the stop and profit target is static, set at a wide range. The bot is dynamically moving its stop and profit target based on the range of the market. We've been actually, the technology that we've integrated into the system dynamically has the stop and profit targets dynamically changing
Order submitted.
based on the range of the market.
Order submitted.
And
Order submitted.
we're actually furthering
Order submitted.
the AI
Order
integration.
submitted.
Sergio is working diligently to put in a pattern recognition. They have what are called AI agents that he's coding into our system that will recognize the highest probability patterns based on the historical data. It'll recognize the pattern and put you into the trades that have the best chance of becoming profitable. Sometimes even more important, keeping us out of the trades that
Order submitted.
aren't good entries.
Order
Marcia made $9,000 today. I am so stoked with about that. Really, I couldn't get the smile off my face all morning. I'm just hoping. I've got my fingers crossed, Marcia, that you had your Apex, that you used that trade copier
Order submitted.
like you showed me, and you got them in your Apex. But even if you didn't, it was good experience. And we'll do it again tomorrow. What I wanted to do, since we had such tremendous success today, my God, with these one-day pass templates. If you've been struggling to pass your evaluations, Marcia, she just started, I think, last week. And yes, and you see her comment right there. It looks like she got with the copier, those 3 accounts. I think she got maybe 8 or 9 evaluations passed today. You don't struggle until you get funded. It's a psychological thing, Thomas. I swear. But back to Marcia and the one-day passes. We have a lot of our members that are having tremendous success with these one-day passes. And I've been meeting with Marcia, and what we've been doing is we're kind of both helping each other. I look over my data over the last 30 days for the month of June. And I put on a notepad what the percentage of what her winning percentage chance is with each one of the one-day passes. And I try to also, what I need to do also on the notepad is include the window that they trade. So I have an easy reference on a notepad to say, hey, crude oil is running a 50% rate, a win rate. And trade it between 9:30 and 10:30 or whatever the hour might be. They're all in the templates, but I like to know in my mind because I can't run them all at the same time. I just don't have that many accounts to do that with. Marcia does. I am going to share that, Scott, because it really helped Marcia. I see. She's just. I'm just so happy that she did that. So I'm going to make a notepad. I'll show you what I was doing. Let me pull up a performance real quick. And what I was doing was I was going for the month of June.
Order submitted.
I don't want to cover up anything important. For the month of June, on the one-day passes, this is June 1st to June 25th. Now everybody's, data is just a little bit different on their computer. So if yours don't look exactly the same as mine, it's normal. Don't worry. And I'm going to put all of this stuff that I'm going over on a notepad. I'm going to share it with our members in Discord. The CL one-day pass for the month of June. You can see I have this huge profit window, but we're currently running it a little later now, I saw. So I don't want to cause confusion on this either, but I just want to show you my numbers. My numbers, I have a 51% profitable rate. I have $15,000 in winning trades and about 15,700 in winning trades, almost 14,000 in losing trades. So it's a little better than the flip of a coin. And I always like to say statistically, which means it's, a 50% chance of winning, going with the crude oil one-day pass. So I'm going to put the CL one-day pass, and I'm going to put it at, it's 51% profitable. And then I go right to the next one. And we'll take a look. We'll take this one off. And we'll go to our ES 50-day. Let's generate. Make sure it's got today in. Oh, today's the 26th. Let's add today because we had some winners today. You can see this ES 50,000 one-day pass on the ES is just done amazingly well. Let's go back. Let me make sure I have crude oil correct. No, it's a little higher. Crude oil now after today on my analysis.
Order submitted.
On my summary, I'm sorry. Right around 50%.
Order submitted.
So we'll leave it at 50. Our ES one-day pass. I'm getting more comfortable with it, Rao. You've really helped me in my overcome my fears. ES one-day pass. I really, want to get a strategy though, and I think it's a. Here we go with the. Let's take a look at this short roll on the haymaker. If we can find some running room again. Oh.
Order submitted.
Listen, I'm a firm believer in capital preservation. If I get it in the boat, I'm not letting it get out of the boat. If I hit my profit goal, which is about $400 or $500, or even less if I'm copying it across several accounts, I get that green day. I don't want to go to sleep at night with a red day. I want to keep that green. I got my green shirt on today. So capital preservation. If you get ahead, disable them. Put it in SIM. Collect data. Go out for a nice lunch or a breakfast. We got a speaking about a good breakfast. We got a Cracker Barrel here, and it's got a breakfast. Oh my God. Okay, so the ES 1 day pass. You could see this. The profit is incredible. Between 8:30 and 9, this thing just has been crushing it on my computer. The ES 1 day pass is at 53%. 53% profitable. And I'm just going to make a note to myself. On my analysis, I have the entry time. I see that I'm getting my winners between 8:30 and 9. So I don't want to change what I'm doing there. So I'm going to put on my notepad 8:30 to 9. And for crude oil, I know this is different on the spreadsheet on crude, so I didn't even want to show this, but I'm just going to do it from my own notes. Is also 8:30 to 9. We've also found another great window of opportunity on crude, and it's on our master spreadsheet now. That's my percentage of the trades that were profitable, Thomas. Taking those 1 day passes on each instrument. So I've done CO and ES, and let's take a look at gold. Gold hasn't been one of the best on the 1 day passes. However, we did just change our trading hours, and it looks like it capitalized on that 6:30 new window. So that new profit window at 6:30 looks really great. So I'm going to put on my spreadsheet. I know my winning percentage isn't good, but we just time optimized that template for gold. So on my summary, it says only 16 or 17%, but with these new optimized timestamps, I think that number is going to go up. So I'm going to put the GC 1 day pass. Rue, is that about the time you trade gold? Is 6:30 a.m. Eastern? Rue is in India, and he really spends a lot of time on gold. Here goes Robert's optimized 152nd strategy. I've been keeping a close eye on this. I'm really excited about this strategy. I think it has enormous potential. Took a beautiful entry there.
Order submitted.
When we start getting members of our community that start contributing and that have some experience with this and have some time to put into it, let me tell you, the whole community benefits tremendously. It's really, we're in a good spot. These are really valuable members of our community. There's power in numbers, and the more people that we have playing around with these settings and working on with the strategy analyzer or back testing or forward testing, and trying different combinations of things, we're going to have a breakthrough. Sooner or later, we're going to have a breakthrough. And I think we're starting to see some of these 1 day passes really come into fruition. So gold, I'm going to put 17%, but 6:30 a.m. our new window could be higher. It started out very strong today. The EU session. Hamza, my CL, I have it, looking at my analysis, I have it starting at 8:30. But that's a good question. Let me see, because I need to add a second session onto it if I haven't already. So you could see our signal B is also in this trade along with the 152nd. chart. And what's interesting is Robert's strategy. I looked at it a little closer this morning. Is he doesn't trail it. He gives it plenty of room, but his profit window is 40, which means once he becomes within 40 ticks of hitting his profit, his stop is going to go 40 ticks below. So once he becomes once the trade has gone about 100 ticks, I think the profit target's about 140 or 180. So if it gets up there and you're within 40 ticks, your stop is going to swing in and it's going to lock in those profits. So he's got an interesting stop strategy. He gives the trade plenty of room. Gold is open 24 hours. Asian session, EU session gets lots of volatility. What time does that EU session start, Rao? Is that like what, at 4 a.m., 5 a.m.? We're in Eastern. We're in New York time. All right, so the gold one-day pass, we're going to keep an eye on. Let's take a look at crude. So if I go to my strategies and I look at the crude one-day pass, Hamza, right now I have 8:30 to 9, and then I added in the new session from 10:30 to 11. On our master spreadsheet, this is the new session that we just added in, 10:30 to 11. So Hamza, that's what it looks like for the time on my CL 50K one-day pass. So we've got that time optimized. The 8:30 on mine has been crushing it. It didn't really give the 1031 a chance because I hit my profit target. My 50K hasn't been doing the best on the one-day passes. It looks like it loses twice as much as it wins. Again, we just time optimize that, so those numbers could change. So let's go to the 2-minute. On the 2-minute, on the summary first, we're at about 41% profitable. And I tell you, I've got a surprise coming on YM. And the time that mine has been doing the best, if I go to my analysis, and I always want to make sure I look at the entry time. This window here at 9:30, it does really well. So if I come down to my 2-minute one-day passes and I disable it, and in our master spreadsheet, we have these times here, 9:30 to 10, and you can see my window of opportunity here does best right at the market open for one reason or another. That's when I make the most money. The second window of opportunity is 11:30 to 12. So this also matched up with a few other computers and servers that we're running, and we look for multiple computers to be in alignment and agreement on these times. So that's how we came up with the times to optimize for the one-day pass. Is looking at this is a really powerful tool that Ninja has, this trade performance tool. So I put on my notes 2-minute one-day passes at 42%. I have 2 windows of opportunity at 9:30 to 10 and from 11:30 to 12. And now the one that really surprised me, because The YM hasn't really been our strongest. Let's take a look at the RTY real quick. The YM hasn't really been our strongest strategy, our most consistent strategy, but on the one-day pass it does well. But this is the Russell first. On the analysis, we have a couple of green windows here. 830 being the top one. At 830, it's 1800 profitable, so it wins more than it loses. On the summary, our percentage is about 35%. But that summary is including these windows here that have lost. So if we narrow it down to just our two green bars, we're kind of increasing our chances. So on the RTY, if I had to give it a success rate, I'm just going to call it 35%, even though it's higher these two times of the day. And 8:30 to 9 a.m. and 10:30 to 11.
Order submitted.
And now here we go. This is the one that was really a mind boggler, because statistically this is what you want. Right here, 9:30. And you look at the summary on this, and if you look at it, this is better than a coin toss. So statistically, at 9:30, you trade this between 9:30 and 10, especially. This YM has taken a tremendous amount of trades. It took $37,000 in losing trades, but $42,000 in winning trades. So it trades a lot. It's not shy. It'll jump in and go to work. And it comes out ahead half of the time when you trade it between 9:30 and 10. So that 9:30 to 10 window on the YM, it likes, for some reason, that opening bell with that volatility. It jumps in and gets the job done. So let me keep it accurate, though, and go right with the summary. We're going to call it 45%. We know that it's a little higher at 9:30. Okay. So just to share my notepad, and I'll put this in for our members. I broke down my 5 top or 6 top strategies on the one-day pass. I might as well put it for all of them for the 50. I'll put it in for the 30 range too on the NASDAQ. But going in order of most likely to least, we got a 53, a 50, a 45, and then our 42 is going to come in with the 2-minute retirement plan. I'm going to put up my coupon code for Apex. Apex, my note, let me see if I can edit that. That's a mistake. It's actually 80%. I meant to fix that yesterday. My apologies. But that's our coupon code. Get in while you can. 80% off. It's not 90. It's 80. Hopefully for July 4th for the Independence Day, hopefully they'll raise it to 90. But right now it's 80. And they have a special sale on 150, 200, and 250,000 accounts. Look at crude oil back in again. Crude has really been such a solid strategy on my computer. So let's continue. Let me finish this. Now, all of these are in Eastern Time.
Order submitted.
Okay. So there it is. That's on my computer. Everybody's are a little different, but these are the ones that I have statistically that have done the best. And if you look at what hit this morning, the YM, the GC, the RTY, number 1, number 6, and number 5. Okay, and then the NQ that I didn't even put up here. So they all do pretty well. It's statistically it's going to be 1 out of 2 or 1 out of 3, but these happen to be the ones that are doing the best on my computer. CL also hit a beautiful trade. CL is right up at the top of the leaderboard. So we really scored big on those one-day passes. (2:30 a.m. to 10 p.m.) Extended hours. Yeah, we started trading gold real early in the morning to catch those moves at the UK Open, the London Open. Just taking a look at the leaderboard here, seeing how you could see that today there were quite a few strategies that found their way into profits today. We had 5 one-day passes score. And then our 30 range on the signal B. Listen, for the last few weeks, it's not a secret. The 30 range has been crushing it. I've done a number of screen shares on people's computers, and it's unanimous. Everybody's getting good results on the 30 range. Today our signal B went to town. I had a nice strategy on the ES. The YM did pretty well today. And we had one of our strategies in gold that had a very nominal gain. So a lot of green today, a lot of green. I hope that you guys made some money today too. Stapleton, please include settings for your list. Stapleton, in the Discord. Are you in Discord, Stapleton? We have what we call a master spreadsheet. Look at crude, off to the races. But you know what, Stapleton? Why don't we get together, because I really want to help you, and I want to see you do good. So why don't we get together sometime today, and I'll help you out. If you could send me a don't put it in here, but in a direct message or an email, just your phone number and a good time to call you, sometime between 1 and 6. So let's see how this crude oil trade goes, and then we'll call it a day. But it was really a good day trading. What was really nice is we pulled in a few losers. You know, they were small losers, but we took one full loser. But you know, we stayed in the game, and we went with our hottest strategy. We stuck with our 30 range, and we found one. And that's really how this system is designed. It's not designed to win 100% of your trades. It's designed to get you into one or two good ones for that session, and overall you're going to end up in the green if you play it right. You will pull in some losers. They're not going to be big monster losers, I assure you that. But we're going to take a few hits. But if we keep our head in the game and we stick with it, we're going to catch one.
Order submitted.
It's a really great diversity of strategies. Love to see crude and gold do as well as they have today. Great. Just let me know your phone number and the best time to send me an email. You can send it to support. My email address is support@rightlinetrading.com. I'm going to put my phone number here. If anybody has any questions, give me a call. I really love talking to traders. I really love helping if I can.
Order submitted.
If you're not somebody that likes to talk on the phone, send me an email. The email address is support@rightlinetrading.com. I have a lot of passion for what I do, and I really want to see everybody succeed in our community. So I am committed. The signal A on crude has just been trading like a firecracker. These big swings down and up and down and up. It's all over them. Look at that. Took this long. Really want to thank everybody for joining us today. My goal here is I trade Tuesday through Thursday. My style is a little more conservative than Mark. Mark is a man. Is he exciting to watch? And the numbers that he puts up are just incredible. And everybody has their own unique style. And if you want to score big, Mark Miller, man, is really fun to watch. For those that are a little more conservative, that's a little more my style, and everyone's style is different. So we have a good diversity. We may start bringing in Kush one day a week. Kush is our professional prop trader, and we're thinking on Wednesdays because he has a lot of valuable insight to add. So we're thinking of streaming Kush on Wednesdays and trying to provide our community with as much valuable content as possible. Kush is our professional prop trader. This guy's had funded accounts for years. Extremely disciplined, rules-based, and I think that watching him trade and understanding his reasoning for entering, or sometimes more important for not entering, has a lot of value. So hopefully we'll get him in on Wednesdays moving forward.
Order submitted.
Kind of low volume. We'll let it go to 11:15. But what a beautiful trade here on crude. Scott, I'll tell you, the other day with that 10% drawdown on Nvidia, I got a little nervous. Today we're still in the red today, about 300. Maybe we'll come back in the afternoon. The Q's, the Nasdaq ETF is down 0.25%. Minus $2.
Order submitted.
I don't have those, Scott. I'll get them for you though, and I'll email them to you. Mark has those. I'll get them from him.
Order submitted.
Let's see. Today is Wednesday, June 26th, Hump Day. Happy Hump Day, everybody.
Order submitted.
Oh, I think I accidentally moved this. Looks like crude is. Hey, Brandon. This is CL's numbers this week. 11:32. Let me see if it calculated that last trade. CL is up 1,500 for the week. This is trading one E-mini. So CL is having a great week. Let me see what my 30 ranges look like. Yeah, everyone's computer I share looks great, and then I look at mine. I think because I run them 24/7, I have to weed out the times that aren't in there. All right. Well, listen, I want to thank everybody again. It was a really great day trading for me, and the system just really it's a powerhouse of a system. There is a bit of a learning curve, even though it is a fully automated system, but it does give you the potential to bring home the bacon each and every day. It provides you an edge over all other retail traders, and that's the key. So I hope that you'll come back and join me again tomorrow, and I hope you have a blessed rest of your day. Sounds like relaxation. Have a great day, sir. Marcia, ODP. Yes. Great job, Marcia.